Castillo.
Okay, the first question I guess I'll be answering is what reason has motivated you to run for office? Okay. As you know, or as I explained, my family owns a small business in town. One of the reasons what motivated me is that I did not feel, and it was a shared feeling with other small business people in the area, that city government was not looking out for their best interests. It felt as though they were battling out of town vendors there. They just were not getting the same support. Was not even feel for the businesses in downtown, south and north and whatever. It just doesn't seem like the support they should get for small business. After all, small business is the mechanics and the art of economic growth. If you're not going to back up small businesses, we're not going to grow. Okay. In real estate, again, that's another field in which I try to earn an income in. For a while there, not as much now, but it was for quite some time, City of Port Huron was involved in purchasing homes for a low price, fixing them up, putting a lot of money into selling it, not making money. In fact, losing $60,000 to $70,000 on every transaction, whether it's a city-funded money, state-funded money, federal money, it's taxes that we're paying. It doesn't seem like it makes sense. Nobody does that. So, again, I was competing for bread and butter with the city, so I wasn't getting any support in that industry as well. The other field that I am in is education. I think that's very important. If we are not looking very appetizing to big business because of inexperienced education like we're saying, maybe we should concentrate on starting now to educate people where they will be filling work positions later on down the road. Let's see, what are the key issues facing the city of Port Huron that you're concerned with? I'm concerned about the water rates. Did everybody get their water bills? I think they were higher this time than they were last time. Okay. City taxes. Of course, I'm in real estate. People don't want to live in the city of Port Huron because the taxes are higher than they are in the township. Other concern have less government. That's a proven fact. Water costs, again, less government. We can do this without involvement of government in other areas. So, I don't want to elaborate too much because there's other issues, okay? The next question, what are your ideals to bring Port Huron back to physical stability and health? Well, I believe that there are already an economic strategic plan in place. In fact, it was put together by a lot of people, people from college, doctors, attorneys, from all walks of life, that we have in place right now a strategic plan. Why aren't we looking at that and trying to work with issues or thoughts and ideas that can be achieved quicker, faster? Okay, so there is things in place already, put together, collaborated by a lot of intelligent people, our resources. Okay, so networking with everybody there and moving ahead with ideas that are already there. We need to incubate them and get them going. What do you feel are the mistakes, if any, made by city council mayors in the past 10 years? Well, I believe that the mistakes that we've had in the past years with government, small, large, whatever, is that people are losing trust in government. I think that the mistake was that there was a lack of communication between government and what they're doing and the citizens and what they want to know, how their money that they're paying on taxes are being spent. It's a lot easier spending money when it's not coming out of your pocket. It's easy to spend tens of millions of dollars when it's not coming out of your pocket. So I think that the times right now are economically tight, and they have been for many years, and I think it'll be a few more years before we see economic recovery. And only then will a lot of these plans, strategic plans, economic plans will work. But again, there are steps that we can take towards that. How would you make city leaders accountable for their actions and whatever? In management, and I've been in management most of my life, that people are accountable for managers. They go into a store, if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then they have evaluations. I think that, we need to be evaluated, progress report, whatever, but yeah, there needs to be checks and balances, definitely. Of course, I told you before, I don't like the water rates, I don't like the taxes, I like to see less government, but most important, I think, what I can do for the city of Port Huron that we need is we need a more transparent government. What I am willing and planning to do is any issues that come up, okay, on the agenda or whatever, I'm going to put them on Facebook. I want the public's opinion. I want the city of Port Huron. I want people outside the city of Port Huron. It makes, better to have more opinions from the people that are paying their tax dollars. They need to be more informed about issues. I want to base my decisions on my resources and my networking and my opinions that I get from the people that I work for. It should be the citizens of Port Huron that are running this town, then the council members, then the city manager, and so on. You guys are the ones that should be calling the shots. That's why I think why the city government is working.
Thank you very much, David. Are there any audience questions for David?
I just want to make a comment. He says it's much easier for the money, somebody coming out of their pockets, is that what money coming out?
What I meant by reference is that it's, I myself like shopping when I'm using somebody else's credit card. Rather than using mine, I don't worry about paying back.
I was just saying, I wish Washington would do that.
Yeah. Amen. Thank you very much.
That's why I want to make a comment.
Any other questions for David?